You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to the second half hour of the Factor Uncensored. A student at Visible Music College, Christian College in Tennessee, is making headlines for what happened after she reported an on-campus rape. She said she was a victim. Now, she was told to either fess up to violating the school's premarital sex ban or be expelled instead of dealing with the actual rape. We talk about it tonight.
This is the most egregious case that I have seen, especially in recent years. You would think that by now, after the hashtag #MeToo movement, Epstein, all of these cases, that there would be some enlightenment. But what I see here is almost like a how to not treat a victim of sexual assault. She was re-victimized at least 4 times. The first time by her abuser, second time by her institution that she trusted. She was abused by the police in a way, not abused, re-victimized by the police. They're saying we're done after 1 week. We're done with this investigation. That's just what I read in the news, that they were done after 1 week. Therefore, the college called him innocent. In a way, that's re-victimizing the survivor, because they're saying, well, if he's innocent, what does that make you? Okay, so that's an issue. But now, thanks to her persistence, thanks to her courage, in spite of all of this, she has gone public. Her name is there.
Which no victim, Patty, should ever have to do in a case like this in sexual assault. And that's horrible that they made her do this.
That's true, but because she has, I'm going to use her name because she may be okay with that now. If she's been able to come out, she had maybe in a process of her healing that she's saying, you know what, I am Mara Luke. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I am a survivor, and I have been wronged on so many levels, and I don't want anyone else to be hurt. And that's why she's doing this. And I'm telling you, she hasn't just opened up a crack and let the light in. She has opened up a canyon. If this Christian school has done this, and their policies are squeaky clean, they are looking good. I went on their website. Their policies are intact. But did they follow any of them? Not from what I've read.
It's like they're trying to protect the reputation of the school.
And that is what all institutions do.
From getting out and damn a student who's been victimized.
It's true. They do that. And yet what they don't realize is they're damaging themselves when they do that. If they're not being transparent about sexual assault that's happening on the campus or off the campus by students, then it comes out like this, and then parents are going to go, well, hell no, I'm not going to take my kids there, because they're not even open about it, and so they're damaging their own. You have to show now that you're doing everything. You're not just writing it. It's not ink on paper. You are doing something, and you're treating survivors as they should be treated. There is a movement now called the Trauma-Informed Care Movement. The city of San Antonio, where I live, the entire city is getting together and with a coalition trying to bring in the police department, court systems, child protective agencies, adult care, the medical community. We need to treat people that walk in the door as though they've understanding trauma, understanding how trauma has affected their brain and why they may be damaged looking is because the brain has protected them for years from the trauma that they have experienced. She has overcome a lot of this trauma that she's experienced, these 4 re-traumatizations. And now I want to give hope to people that she can heal, and not only can that, she can help other people. Maybe we can prevent this from happening in other campuses by speaking out about this. I'm really glad you're doing this. Thank you, by the way.
And Patty, you speak from experience because you're a survivor, right?
I am a survivor. I'm a survivor, not of the same type of abuse as she had, but many similarities I see in the case. And that re-traumatization is very similar. My abuse was in the year 2000. I went to a counselor who was also my pastor. He was Baptist/Presbyterian. Hung out his shingle, and I went to counseling, and basically he sexually exploited me. I didn't understand it myself as a physician assistant, a professional who was already out talking about sexual assault to a campus group. So when that happened to me, I felt so ashamed and so much guilt. And I think that's a similar guilt that Mara probably feels in this, Mara Luke, this survivor. And that is what keeps people from reporting. And that's why I feel so, and I had a support system. My husband was very supportive when we realized that what he did was a felony offense in the state of Texas. that helped. And we went to a criminal process. And when a grand jury said, yeah, that was abuse, that's so helpful in the healing process. It's not just some of that guilt and shame just takes years to shed. And that is because of expert grooming by the abuser. Mm-hmm. They make you feel like you wanted it. They make, even with this, I'm sure she felt well, he was in my apartment. Well, this is what they do. They make you feel like
you second guess yourself.
Yes, it's our culture that does that. And so that culture needs to change. And thank you, Mara, because I think she's going to be starting a cultural change in Christian colleges because of this.
And thank you, Patty, for what you're doing and helping victims and survivors out there. Survivors, not victims, survivors out there.
Yeah, survivors and thrivers. Some want to be called thrivers, not even just survivors. I love it. I love it.
We thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored, and keep doing what you're doing.